Hi, God. Thanks for the shine. Seriously. So check this out. Here, we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. We have 6 bits. Okay, so the reason why we have 6 bits right now is because we were on the internet, and when we were listening to men, and then we were listening to women, and then they were chattering, and then they were talking, and then some of the men and then some of the women were talking about how hard like life is right now, because it's just like, they have to go out there and they have to earn the money, right? They have to find the money, right? Because they have to go and they have to work for corporations, and then they have to work for other entities, and then these other entities treat them in all sorts of ways and stuff like that, right? So here, I want to do this bit right here because we have to show the men, and we have to show the women, and we have to show the children of God what it means to be of God, and this is a scary simple service. So all right, so check this out. I'm gonna start off with the reading. Okay, ready? Here we go. Hi, God. Thanks for the shine. Check this out, right? Quest, bit, script, word, go, show, flow. Okay, here we go. Question: why do God's people not operate in God's jurisdiction? Answer: we claim God's people serve another master rather than God. Okay, let's run that back. Okay, we claim God's people serve another master rather than God. Example: person is not of God. Persons operate in public jurisdiction. Ready? Point of clarity. I'm always going to shout. Point of clarity, point of clarity. Okay, so here's the point of clarity. God gave man, woman, child dominion over land, air, water. Fact. That's called law. I ask, prove us wrong. Okay, so can you prove us wrong? I bet you can't, right? So here, so check this out right here, right? Look at this. You see that? Screenshot. Now check this out. Backside. Screenshot. So this one says public, pubis, pubes, adult, full grown, manly. So if you ever call yourself a public, you're calling yourself a pubis, right? If you ever call yourself a public, you're calling yourself pubes, right? If you call yourself a public, you're calling yourself an adult, right? If you're calling yourself public, you're calling yourself full grown. If you're calling yourself public, you're saying manly, right? Those are the words, right? That's just a fact, man. Let's keep it moving. Okay, so check this one out. Hi, spirit. See that? Screenshot. So this one says private, previs, one's own, PER, forward, okay? So when you're private, you're one's own, right? No one else can take claim over you, right? No one else can say that, oh yeah, that's all public. You can't do that, right? Because it just doesn't make any sense for a private to be part of somebody else or something else, right? Because when you're one's own, right, that means God owns you. That's a fact, man. That means you serve God. Scary simple service. Okay, so check this out. We have to get the definitions of the realm, because the publics don't understand what the words are because they can't read, because whenever you show them the words, right, they do this right here. No ne seque, no ne si, right? They do this right here. No ne cus, no ne mark, right? They do this right here. No ne spreg, no ne word, right? So they can't follow, right? They can't mark, and they can't speak the word, man. So this is why they can't speak the word, because when you show them, watch this. Screenshot. You see that? Okay, so when you show them, like, here's a definition of an association, right? me, check this out. In general, an association is a group of persons banded together for a specific purpose, okay? To qualify under section 501A, right, of the code, the association must have a written document such as articles of association. You know what articles of association are? That's called your constitution, right? Showing its creation. At least 2 persons must sign the document, which must be dated, right? So in order for a man or a woman to form an association, they must have 2 people sign a document, and then within that document, they must have an order, articles of association. Scary simple service, man. That's what all constitutions are. They're just articles of association, so with the bylaws and things like that. No, stop, down. Right, those are the girls barking because the other dogs are walking around. All right, let's keep it moving. All right, so check this out. See this? Boom. You see that? Right there. That says the definition of term person. This is from 26 U.S. Code subsection 7343. All right, so this is what the U.S. Code defines a person as, right? The term person, as used in this chapter, includes an officer or an employee of a corporation. Oh, an officer or an employee of a corporation is what's defined as a person. I'm not a person, right? Or a member or an employee of a partnership who, as such officer, employee, or member, is under a duty to perform the act in respect of which the violation occurs, man. So you will always be known by the words, man. So you define yourself by what you call yourself, man. And all you persons out there, you keep putting yourself up in this bind, right? So check this out. Here's another thing. So I always have this thing because, people like to define themselves as a United States citizen, right? Because they can't read. They're like, oh, I'm a United States citizen. I serve the red, white, and blue, right? It's because, okay, man, you don't even know who you are, but go ahead. You do you, baby boo, right? Check this out. You see that? Okay, boom. All right, so this is what we call, 10 U.S. Code subsection 10001. There's a lot of ones and zeros in there, right? That's binary, right? Here's the definition of state, capital S, right? In the subtitle, the term state includes the District of Columbia, the Commonwealth of Puerto Rico, the Virgin Islands, and Guam. Okay, so if you are from any of those places, then that means that you're the state, man, the capital S, man. So if you come from the District of Columbia, the Commonwealth of Puerto Rico, or the Virgin Islands and Guam, and you keep saying, yeah, I'm a United States citizen or whatever, you do you, man. I mean, you come from those places. I don't come from any of those places. I come from God. Right? So that's the game, man. So if you understand these things right here, you have to understand what the difference is between the public, right? This is what the public is, man. You want to be a public, you be a public. You do whatever it is that you need to do to be a public, right? Here's what you need to do. See, that's private, right? If you want to be private, you be private. All you have to do is you just have to go find another man or another woman, and you both have to sit down, and then you have to look at the words that you're going to put down on a piece of paper, your articles of association or whatever it is that you want to call it, right? You too say that, we want to get together and we want to build something, and then you build stuff, right? You build stuff together as an association, right? As a private association. Once you're a private association, you are no longer in the jurisdiction of the public, man. So that way you can be free. You no longer have to do all the things that public entities have to do. You just think about what public entities have to do every year, right? You just think about what public entities have to do whenever they go out, and then they have to circulate amongst the public people, man. So if you don't want to do that, you just go ahead and be private, man. You go ahead and you read the words, you define the words, you figure that stuff out, right? You walk with God, or you walk with whoever you serve, right? And then you do you, right? So if you want to serve the state, right? We all know where the state's from, man. I'm just gonna go ahead and walk with God, and I'm just gonna serve God, and I'm just gonna keep it moving, and then I'm just gonna try to help men, women, and children try to be private. So I'm done. I'm gonna go. I'm gonna do some work. I'm gonna let my mind relax, and I'm gonna chill. And I'll see you guys in the future. Remember, nobody's having more fun than us. Bye.